fine. Hello.
was
Sorry.
waiting.
I did that whole reveal for nothing. God damn it.
I'm so sorry. Hello, everyone. We are live.
Technicality.
Damn. Hello. Welcome to I Want Your Bite, which is a Bachelor style TTRPG where everyone will be playing and competing for the attention of a vampire. This game will not be like round elimination. Everyone will be here for the entire game. But yeah, not much to say about the game itself. It facilitates a lot of chaos, a lot of interesting interactions, may I say. But yes, I'm just gonna quickly go around and have everyone introduce themselves, your name, pronouns, anything else that you want to say. Keep your character intros for a little later when the game starts, because I kind of want to like give your character spotlight in that sense. I guess let's go. I don't know which direction, but let's start with Adi.
Hello, people of the internet. I am Adityan Mohan. You can call me Adi MK. I go by Fab he him because naturally. And yeah, looking forward to playing with all of you and destroy all of my so-called competitors. But yes.
All right, let's move on to Shar.
Hey everyone, I'm Shar. I use she, they pronouns. I am the GM over on Tabletop Titties, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays over on Twitch, spelled with double D's. And I'm very excited to be playing the showstopper, but that's all you get from me today. For now.
All right, let's move on to VJ.
Hey everybody, my name is VJ. My pronouns are they, them, and he, him. I'm VJH Creations everywhere on the internet except where I'm not. And even then, I'm still VJH Creations. There's just a little underscore in there somewhere. I am a tabletop RPG designer and full-time DM. I really got to get better at these spiels. I do it all the time, and it's so bad. But yeah, and I love playing a little guy.
Oh my goodness, we adore little guys in this at my tables. Anyway, let's move on to Tan Fighter.
Hello, I am Tan Fighter, also known as Tan Fighter on Discord, Tan Fighter 117 Instagram or Twitter and stuff. I like to do voices. People like them sometimes. Usually they just get annoyed by them. And beyond that, I do just actually play RPG stuff online. So yeah, that's about it for me for now.
Right. Let's go to Mickey.
Hi, I'm Mickey. On the internet, I go by Mickey Dragon on YouTube and Twitch. I play games. I play TTRPGs, D&D, anything, really. I just like having fun and creating a community. So I'm excited.
Yay. Okay. Let's go to Victor. Yes.
Hello. I go by he, him pronouns. And yeah, I haven't been on an actual play before, so it's a new experience for me, but I am, I guess, a TTRPG content creator. You can find me on Twitter at NavyPinkDev. That's _dev at the end. Stands for developer. Anyway, yeah, so I'm very excited to be here. I know what else to say. I guess may the best vampire hunter in more ways than one win.
Ooh.
Also, I go by
Okay,
she, they. I
and-
forgot about that.
Right. And finally, last but definitely not least, Steve.
Hello, hi. I'm Steve, and the guy who's here most of the time, doing the thing. Very awkward with introductions, even though I've been doing this for like a year and a half now. But here we are. I am playing the vampire, which I don't know why. As someone who dislikes being the center of attention, this is going to be a new experience and something that I am totally looking forward to. Of course, yeah. That's why we're here. that's all I got.
We've just taken
Vampire
Steve
of
and put him in whatever the opposite of his comfort zone is.
It's like when they start celebrating your birthday in a restaurant.
But worse.
Goodness.
Wait, am I
Oh.
the only one who likes that? God.
I'll take
Oh,
the cake,
goodness.
but everything else I'll leave behind.
Yeah, the clapping, the dancing, the rollout speaker. All of that. Oh.
What else do you dance against? Oh, sorry, don't mind me. Don't mind me.
Oh, right. Okay. So we're gonna start the way a usual TV show of this caliber would start. Shots of this beautiful mansion with like Gothic architecture. It once did belong to an old married rich couple, but it fell into new ownership. And you see sprawling gardens. There's a nice little backyard which kind of leads to a beach. And you hear like a voiceover host essentially saying, "Welcome everyone to I Want Your Bite, where contestants are here for one thing and one thing only, an eternal spot next to our very lovable and charismatic vampire. Vampire, introduce yourself."
Oh shit! Yeah, it's me. Hi, I'm the vampire. Hello. And you see this tall, like wearing like a fully fitted, like properly fitted 3-piece suit. Dude just walks into frame. Longish hair. No part. It just goes back. Long lanky fingers. Kind of sort of pale-ish skin. Blue eyes, but you can tell that they kind of look like contacts, but you're not sure from that distance. Like you can't tell if they're real or not. And just like the suit is black, and there's like a pure silverish shirt under it with yeah, he looks awkward. Looks like he doesn't want to be here, kind of sort of, but also is it's fine. It's here. We're here. We're doing this. Hello, welcome to my mansion of sorts ish place where we live. This is going to be your eternal resting ground. And you see, as he smiles, you see these giant fangs pop out. The fangs go down to like his lower chin, and then he looks at the camera, looks back at you, and he's like, "Oh no, these are fake." He takes them off and he puts them in his pocket, and then you see like there's he still has fangs, but they're a lot smaller than what the plastic ones look like. Yeah, I am. Shit, what's the most one? Yeah, I'm Spike. That's my name. This is me. This is my place, and I'm here to seek true love or some shit like that. Hello.
Wow, what a very interesting introduction. Tell us, Spike, what decided to make you look for love now?
You see him slightly lean towards the producer and just whisper, but like it's a stage whisper, so you can hear him. Do you want me to tell him the truth, or like the reason that we're doing this? Is that like, what do you want me to say?
You hear like the host kind of nervously laugh because this is technically live. It's like, "Oh, our vampire is such a jokester. Whatever you want, Spike."
Oh, yeah. As you can tell, I'm a vampire, so I've obviously been around for like hundreds and hundreds of years. Of course, it's just and it's gotten to a point where I'm like I've had people in my life, of course, as one does, for a decade here, 2 decades there, and then they grow old, and then none of them really wanted to be immortalized with me. So I figured, hey, if we're doing this on a show and they sign a contract and they agree to be immortalized, then they can't really get out of it, right? Because, like I said, I've been around for a very long time, so I have a lot of legal resources at my disposal. But anyway, I'm just old and I'm lonely and I would love a companion. It doesn't have to be intimate. It could just be someone to talk to and vibe with and just be friends with. It's like you don't have to. The contract does not state explicit physical contact at all. It's more of just like, getting to know each other, being friends. And I think I'm rambling too much. So anyway, that's why we're doing this.
All right, thank you, Spike. And I'm sorry, I'm just getting this from my producers. It seems contestants are here for more than one thing: love and death. But not to worry about that. We don't need to worry about that at all. Let's get into our contestants' introductions, starting with Trevor.
You see this like slightly like rougher looking man with about like neck to like shoulder length hair, kind of like brushed back, a little bit of a kind of bang kind of coming down the side. He's wearing like very nice clothes, like he's wearing very well done like black shirt with like a deep red jacket, uh and he has a bit of a scruff of a beard happening around his face, but beyond that, he looks, relatively like well kept and everything. He kind of looks up. By the question, is Spike still there?
Spike is kind of off to a side under like shade, like a little a gazebo that kind of darkens everything in it, but like he can definitely see everyone entering.
When I'm saying all of this, I'm basically just keeping eye contact with Spike
Oh.
and just walk out, like look around at everyone, then just look at Spike and go, "Greetings. My name is Trevor Resolve, and I already made one resolution today, and that is I will be finding myself a companion that not only I can talk to, but a companion I can rest with, a companion I can care for, and maybe a companion, for once, can bite back." Wink.
Oh my goodness.
Am I allowed to respond or?
I the host will ask you to keep your reservations to the end. We'll like ask you at the end who made an impression, but keep your notes ready so you can talk to us about all the contestants after all the introductions. All
Oh, okay.
right. Uh Trevor, you head down the carpet and into the mansion. And then the gates open up again and um hmm, Victoria enters.
You see a tall woman with wearing a red sequined gown that hits just below the knee, that has like a thigh high slit in it. She's wearing black strappy heels. Her hair is dark blonde with like a low wave to it. And there's like a neon green sort of like flash dyed under the underside of it. She's got dark red glasses on as she steps out of her limousine and begins walking up the carpet. And she doesn't say much. She's just taking in the surroundings of the mansion. She clocks the gazebo, the shadowed figure inside, and just gives a little wink and keeps going.
Oh. Just like, oh, like I'll introduce myself later kind of vibe. Love it. Love this. All right. The host is like, wow, what a coy lady. And the gates again kind of open up, and let's have, you know what? Let's have Nikki introduce their character.
All right. So this average height woman, she's curvier. She is wearing a white, delicate dress with like very lacy sleeves. It's not like wedding level, like she's not crazy, but it's definitely more like a softer vibe. It hits below her knee. She's got sensible flats on, and she walks up and she gives a nice smile. She goes, "Hello, I'm Jacania Whitaker. It's nice to meet your acquaintance."
That's a cute. Well, the ladies sure are dressed to the tens. Let's see if how the men fare after this. I think we'll have Junius come in.
Yeah, so Junius is this 6'1", very like dark brown skinned black man, has like these very long dreads that have kind of been braided down. Kind of think like I can't remember what their race is called, but like um whatever Ahsoka is in like Star Wars
Ah,
with the like kind of down like that. Yeah, has like a full goatee, really nice and trimmed and whatnot. The locks themselves have been like dyed this kind of like graying color that like it looks like he could be naturally graying like that, but but style like is clearly dyed that like that, but like if you were just seeing it in passing, be like, oh, okay, naturally kind of coloring there. Is wearing a like, oh, like very tall, but also has this kind of like is a tall but like very like solidly built, like kind of thick kind of guy. Um, is wearing this like teal, kind of on the lighter side of teal, long sleeve shirt with the like cuff with it like rolled up to like right about here. Has on some very like not super tight but well fitting dress pants, and it's just kind of walking in like rubbing his hands through his hair a little bit. It's very clearly has a little bit of like nervous energy but excited energy. Kind of walks in, sees our vampire companion. Oh, hi, I'm Junius. My friends call me Jody. Um, I'm very happy to be here and can't wait to get to know you.
Well, Junius, head on in. We have our next contestants, Nick. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting a message that our next contestant is running late. Let's move on to the person after that, and hopefully, I don't know. Lorelei Devlin, everyone.
There is a moment of absolute stillness as the camera just pans around the gate looking for somebody, but all you can hear is the click of one of those phones slapping shut, and then immediately after that, a helicopter rises above the mansion, and a spotlight goes down on the gate itself as from behind, out of the shadows, walks this 6 foot dusky statuesque woman who is just prowling forward. She has a very straight expression on her face, covered by like massive sunglasses with a red trim, and she is wearing a very practical set of clothes, nothing too overt or showy because she doesn't need to be all of that. She is dressed in a red jacket which has hints of a red tube top underneath that, revealing a gorgeous navel that is then cloaked further by red leather pants that lead down to the most subtle mauve combat boots. And there's just a click, click, click as she walks forth, and she kind of undoes the ivory fur stole that she has, and she pulls out a long cigarette holder and then, like, lights it and then looks to everybody and then, pleasure to meet you all. I'm Lorelei Devlin, and I'm sure that you all will have pleasure of getting to know me soon. Some more than others, as I look towards the vampire. And I'm here to show that there's no other real choice but me, darlings. And who knows, maybe you will get to embrace eternity. And I walk in.
Oh, wow. What an enigmatic lady. Yes,
The
let's
sweat
have
blobber.
give the contestants a moment. Let's give the contestants a moment to pick their jaws up off the floor.
There's absolutely no reaction from Lorelei because this is expected. This is what happened with her.
Of course, of
So,
course.
All right. Okay. After Lorelei joins the other contestants inside, um, you hear like shuffling and like maybe the sounds of someone trying to like hurriedly come inside and maybe even trip up over themselves as we see Victor's character. Would you like to introduce yourself or like make your entrance?
Yes, my entrance is that you hear the kind of sound of something heavy being dragged along like the path before the mansion, and there's this young man. He's dressed in like, I would say, fine clothes, but ones that aren't really typical. They're a little more traditional, I guess, in that sense. He looks kind of old-fashioned in general, let's say, and he's dragging along this like this suitcase, I guess. Not really. Yeah, this like he has a lot of baggage, let's say, in more ways than one, as we will soon find out. And he's just kind of dragging it along, and he's like, "Oh, I appear to be late. I apologize to everyone. Are you the vampire?" He's looking for the vampire.
You see the vampire just standing
Yeah.
in the little makeshift not bodega, gazebo.
Good day. I hope
But
I hope
yes.
everyone's already inside. I appear to be late because I have purchased this map of the immediate area, and it seems to be a little bit outdated. He pulls out this map, and it's like a very antique looking map of like from like maybe like 150 years ago. It's very, very outdated. So that's why I have unfortunately been lost. Is there any place where I can perhaps put my belongings so that I am not dragging them behind me anymore like this? It's very important to me so that they can be placed securely in an area where I may perhaps unpack and rest after my journey.
Yes, absolutely you can, but contestant, you have forgotten to introduce yourself.
Oh, yes, I apologize. My name is Nikola Stojanovic, and I have come here all the way from. Well, it would take a long time to explain. Either way, I have taken a very, very long journey to be here, and I hope to at least stand a chance at. Well, I hope to at least not embarrass myself, let's say.
Right, of course. Well, you can join the rest of the contestants here up on the stage while we hear from our lovely, lovely vampire. Spike, what did you think of the contestants?
Oh, yeah. So you see Spike steps forward. He's quickly adjusting his suit. Looks like he had the sleeves pulled up to his elbows. He's pulling them down to look a little bit more presentable. He feels it looks like he doesn't fit in his clothes, even though the clothes are very tightly fitted to him. If that makes sense. And he just steps forward, and he's well, they all look pretty cool. I am very interested in the one who can bite back because that's something that very rarely happens with someone like me, and I quite liked the vibes of Lorelai, of course. Tall women are also always a vibe, so that's pretty cool too. But kind of felt like the helicopter was a little bit too much. So plus minus works both ways. And I quite liked Charlene's entrance. Just I'm not going to say anything. Just be who I am. Because it was kind of felt like taking control of the situation, which I was not expecting. Junius kind of reminds me of me in the before times, before I was a vampire, the shy, awkward kind of vibes, which, as you can tell, nothing has changed much. I'm still the same. And he tries to laugh it off, but it doesn't. It doesn't work. Yeah, as you can tell, I try to make jokes, and most of them don't land. So it's going to be pretty awkward for whatever the TV stuff. Wait, by the way, have we checked? Can you actually see me on TV? Is that like a thing? Because I've heard there's a lot of weird stuff. Like you can't see us in cameras and shit, but sorry, on in mirrors. But can you see me on camera? Is that a thing? Is that like I've never clicked selfies before, so I don't know.
I'm getting no such notes from production. Everything seems to be running smoothly. But if there are any concerns from the viewers, they're more than happy to send us complaints.
Oh
And
yeah,
so far we have received none.
Get that social media engagement. Yeah, you're right. That's smart. Oh, also, I really liked Nicola. Seems kind of suspicious. Also, you mentioned something about death. What was that about?
Some talks of a few vampire hunters, but nothing you should be worried about. Our vetting process is top of the line. So nothing to worry about there.
Right. Sure.
That's don't worry about it. Now.
Right. So what's with the map though? Like, do we not have Google access here? Is that like a thing that maps don't work? Google Maps don't work here? Is that
I'm not aware if that contestant owns a phone. He made
fair. Did they mention where they're from?
No. You kind of like see that the host kind of waits for someone to say something into his earpiece, and then it's like, no, they did not say anything, but we do know that they traveled for quite a bit to get here, so that must account for something.
Fair enough. Oh, I feel like I'm missing someone. I did. Yes, I missed Dracanian, not because you didn't make an impression, but because I was so smitten that I was too awkward to say anything. So you were fantastic, and I apologize that I couldn't say much because I didn't have the words. Yes, that's saving face for everyone. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I thought of all the people doing the things. How long is this going to take? When do I get my house back?
Well, this will take at least a week. But, you would go to any lengths to find the partner of your, life. A week is insignificant.
Of course. Yeah, that's what we're doing this year, to find the love of my life. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, right. We forgot.
I'm glad we're a priority.
Broke me. Holy shit.
That's a win.
All right.
Steve breaking DMs is just a thing at this point.
Honestly, Steve has broken me many times before, and it's just refreshing to have it happen again. Okay. The host again kind of looks at you. He's like, "Right, Spike. So, out of the contestants that are here, who would you like to take out on a one-on-one date straight out of the gate?" Did not mean to make that rhyme, but it did, and I'm happy with myself. Spike?
I have to make a decision.
Yes.
I think we're gonna start with fashionably late. Let's start with Nicola.
Nicola? All right. Um, the host looks at Nicola. It's like, Nicola, well, how do you feel being chosen to be the first person to have some one-on-one time with the vampire?
Well, to be entirely honest, I am not quite certain why I was chosen. Maybe because the vampire has quite a short memory. But either way, I am happy to be chosen. I don't necessarily know what it entails, but I am optimistic. He kind of looks awkwardly at the camera, like with this kind of wide-eyed stare, like, "Oh God, what is happening? Where am I going?"
All right. And Spike, could you DM me two other contestants who made a good impression on you? And they will also get points. I will be taking point tally secretly. So everything will be a secret until D-Day.
Which is the end? We only get to know at the end?
Oh, no.
If I had anxiety before, it's worse now.
Anxiety!
All right. All right. Okay, as like the show cuts to like ad break, um the contestants are like ushered inside. Any sort of luggage that they had is brought inside. Everyone is shown their respective rooms. No one is sharing any rooms. They're welcome to go about the mansion and sleep in other people's beds. That's for y'all to decide. But everyone gets separate rooms. Um, you can make yourself at home. And as Nicola and Spike go on their one-on-one date, I will cut to that in a bit. We are entering downtime. So after everyone kind of settles in, production kind of welcomes everyone to, or like asks everyone to come to the library, um, where just to mingle, to see. Cameras are rolling, but it's more relaxed. The host isn't there. It's more of like everyone can get to know each other. Cameras are on for drama purposes, in case there is any Pooja, what is this behavior kind of blowouts. All right. So, um, how many? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the five of you are in this immense library. The bookshelves are stacked to the top. There's like a landing in the middle that wraps around, and there's more bookshelves on top. There's a fireplace in a corner, and a gramophone. Playing some old like sad tunes.
See what kind of book Spike has in his
Yes, absolutely.
Wander over with the sad music playing, start like perusing the shelf.
You see that they're just like random collections of books. There's fiction, nonfiction, fantasy, um, encyclopedias. Uh, there are books about, medicine. A lot of books about medicine. And like, yeah, just all sorts of books that you find, both old, new, weathered. Seems like it's a growing collection. What is Lorelai doing?
Lorelai is so she would have. So first of all, just a quick clarification: is there only production staff allowed in the house other than the contestants?
Yes.
Uh, hmm. So to be fair, given that Lorelai is actually a crime boss and she has her own, like,
Whoa.
organization, could she not have arranged for a few more stealthy people to be inside the location with us?
I will give you the option of buying out some of the production staff.
Perfect.
You won't have your own people, but you can go up to production people and be like, I will give you money.
So, given the exacting nature of how Lorelai Devlin operates, this would have been done way before the show even started. She doesn't like to
Okay.
waste time.
All right.
All right, good. Now that I have established that,
Could you actually hold on? Could you actually roll guillotine for that to see if
2d6.
yes.
Uh,
I think the
wait.
death was literal.
We're all
That-
gonna die. We're gonna be killed by Lorelai.
that was a 6 from my part.
That was a 6. You are able to buy out one person, and even that one person is a little reluctant to help you.
Okay.
But they're like, okay, sufficient for now.
Sufficient. How high are they in the hierarchy of the production staff? This is most important.
Pretty high up. Pretty high up.
Okay. So then Lorelai would have just actually been casually smoking her cigarette and wandering over to the production side and just like,
Okay.
and give me the lowdown, darling. What are these people's points? What do they do? Why are they here? And how can I break?
The
This is
person.
slightly off camera.
This is
Listen.
reality TV. Nothing's off camera.
Could you? Yeah. That's the thing. Could you roll another 2d6?
So I also want to ask, because we're all in this place with production staff here, do any of us see this happen?
Depends on what other rolls.
That is 8.
Okay. I'm gonna roll something.
Ooh, the first mystery roll.
Oh, sorry. That should be a 10 because it's a +2, right? Even the last one would have been an 8 because I just told you the dice amount. I didn't add the +2.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
it would still be the same.
Okay.
Okay.
Respect the hustle. All I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm thinking. Hold on. All right. In this situation, I would say the other contestants do notice this. Cameras don't pick it up, but the contestants, because it is talking to a producer and you can't really show the producers on screen, cameras don't pick it up, but the other contestants definitely see this happening.
It's the other contestants see this happening. Like I'm still like by the bookshelves, right?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like just turn around to everyone else other than her, and just kind of give like a knowing nod, like you know. Yes, what I do have.
I don't think I prepared for this.
I'd rather just have a conversation with everyone, but sure, to each their own, I suppose, as I pop a bottle of champagne and pour out 4 glasses, leaving Lorelai's empty.
Yeah, that's certainly a way to start this, I guess.
To be fair,
Um,
it has been established. Like I saw Showstopper, and I'm like, this bitch.
So, right. As the 4 of you drink your champagne, Lorelai, your bought off person tells you that they technically don't have the points. The host has the points, and the host isn't here. The host is overseeing the one-on-one date with Spike and Nicola. And with that, we're going to cut over to this one-on-one date, which is taking place in the vampire's study. So it's happening over a cup of tea. Just the 2 of you. Nice, pot of tea with like little containers of sugar cubes and milk, if that's how you like your tea. And again, the cameras are rolling to see what kind of chemistry is sparked between you 2.
I am. Can I start or?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I am kind of hyper focusing on the sugar cubes, and I'm like, what a strange invention! Why would they ever produce sugar in cubes? Why can you not just use a spoon? What is the point of this? This feels like very strange to me. But he takes one sugar cube and puts it in the tea. What's the tea like? Is it black, green, something else?
It honestly, Spike, what kind of tea do you like?
I think
What's your tea of choice?
before we start, Spike would ask what kind of tea Nicola would prefer, and he would make that for him.
Like my soul.
So
Wow.
I'm sorry.
yeah. So yeah, for himself, he's gonna make he's gonna make just regular milk tea with Earl Grey because he's trying to look sophisticated, and whatever Victor you would like. Sorry, what Nicola would like.
Well, okay. So I guess I pour the tea and wait for Spike to react to what I was saying, I guess.
Yeah. So
About the
here's
cube sugar.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in this country that make no sense. There's not just in this country, but like in civilization in general, inventions that are unnecessary or things made to make it more convenient or whatever. So it's a whole thing. And I if you prefer, I could get you regular sugar. You don't have to have the cubes if you don't like them.
No, that's quite okay. He's looking at you very intently, I guess, as you're saying that. He's listening very closely, I guess. So I suppose you have been around for quite some time, yes?
You see, he clears his throat, sits up a little bit straighter, and yeah, of course, yeah, I've been around for forever, like, centuries even. Yeah, exactly. How about you? How long have you been around? Wait, no, you're not. Never mind. I'm sorry. I don't really meet a lot of non-vampires. Wait, you are a non-vampire, right?
Yes. He is of age. He is not a minor. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's not what I was
No one
thinking.
here is. No one here is.
Just wanted to clarify. I'm sorry.
It's not a Twilight situation.
Things are getting quite out of hand. Anyway, I sip on the tea awkwardly because I don't know what else to say. It's off to a great start.
Yes. So, Spike just looks at him for a second, like a couple of seconds, really, just the silence lingered before. Okay, so tell me about yourself. What's with all the stuff? Nobody else arrived with their stuff. I'm assuming that's because they came here on time, I guess, but it doesn't matter. Time is relative anyway. Especially when you live so long like me, like it doesn't matter how long, like 5-10 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. It's whatever. So yeah, why do you want to be immortal? Just right out the gate, direct question to the face.
Well, maybe that question would be better saved for a subsequent date, if you will. Maybe not for the first episode.
Oh, keeping me interested. That's. I like that. Okay. Do you have questions for me? Like, I think that's how dates work, right? People ask questions, talk about shit.
Yeah, I think so.
Can I swear on this channel, by the way?
Yes, absolutely.
He says 5 swears in.
You've reached the limit. You can't swear anymore for the whole show. Otherwise, it's gonna be R-rated,
Listen, everything I do is R-rated.
Wow. I was gonna say something, but I forgot because there's so many things going on. Well, you asked why I was late, yes?
Yeah, just curious,
Well, outside of the misleading map, very devious of the locals to sorry, to sell me a faulty map like that. But other than that, I have only just moved here, so I am still very, very new to the area, unlike the other contestants. So I am quite lost in general in this new land where I am hoping to stay for a bit longer.
Oh, that's understandable. Do you not have a phone?
Well, technically, I do have a phone, but I do not have a SIM card yet that has been that is appropriate for this country. So I would have to pay 10 times as much for phone calls.
Oh, fuck that! Give me your phone, and he asks for it. I'll just put the Wi-Fi on your thing. At least that way you have the internet, and you don't have to worry about, at least while you're on the
It's kind of
property.
an old-fashioned phone. It's not like a smartphone, by the way. It's like it's like it's
right,
like
I guess.
one step removed from like only calling and texting. It can open MP3 files, okay? It can do that. But other than that,
fair enough. What kind of music do you have on it?
Nicola,
yes.
do you have anything on your phone that you wouldn't want the vampire to see or would be embarrassed by?
Not really. I think it's pretty recent actually, the phone. I think I would have just bought it like right before the journey.
All right, okay.
He's just weird. He doesn't like new technology.
Of course. As expected of the eccentric.
Yeah, of course. He's very eccentric like that.
So, what kind of music do you have on your phone then?
Nothing yet. Do you have any recommendations, perhaps?
Oh, I have recommendations and then some. What kind of music do you like? Do you have like kind of a jazz, hip hop, punk? What do you listen to?
Jazz and hip hop are not very popular where I am from, but perhaps.
Do you have like? Do you like
metal by any chance?
Oh fuck yeah! I have the screaming kind of metal. Yeah, I do have that. I also have like emo shit. Black Parade and all of that stuff. But like metal works. I can give you like the latest collection of, well, not latest, but like the 80s stuff. Technically that is latest because of how long I've been around. It still feels latest. Yeah.
Do you have a USB cable by any chance?
I do have a USB cable, yes, but it's a C-type. No, wait, I don't have a USB. I have a C-type cable, not a USB like the old-fashioned ones. Oh shit. It's fine. We'll find it. We look for it. We'll get it
phone
done.
doesn't use Bluetooth, so it's
USB being old-fashioned.
No, I meant like the C, not the C-type, the USB. What are they called?
The micro USB cables, USB-B.
Yeah, the ones that don't exist anymore technically. Yeah. It's fine. We'll get you a good phone as well, at least so while you're here. I have like a fuck ton of phones lying around because
I just wanted to point out that we haven't even like we're not even dating, and he's already like my sugar daddy. He's buying things for me.
This was commented on.
Yeah, no, that was just in my
let
head.
Let me get you a new phone, baby girl.
We're having great chemistry. I think.
Every time Nicola goes on a date, they just come back with like more stuff.
Yeah, that's why the suitcase is so big. It's just all the stuff I've accumulated from all my previous dates.
Oh goodness. All right, we're gonna quickly cut back to downtime. This is in the aftermath of Victoria essentially shunning Lorelai. Victoria, is there someone that you would go talk to and like try to like make connection with over, Lorelai doing, what she did?
I think I would. I'm staying with the group now. The rest of us are all together having our drinks. Victoria was just being a little bartender. We mentioned in chat that folks actually chose different drinks. So there's a Shirley Temple on the table, a whiskey glass, more champagne for me. That's fine. But I don't know what Genius is drinking.
What is Genius drinking?
The existential panic that I just had of what does this man drink? Ooh.
White Claw.
No. How dare you? How dare you? This is a sophisticated man.
Celsius.
No. I think he'll like he looks around for it, and as he's like looking around, he'll say, "So, there's this bar that I go to sometimes, and you can like roll a couple dice in a dice tower, and it'll give you like random drinks that it'll mix it together with and stuff. And so I've had some really weird ones, right? I've had grenadine and like gin, and like I've had some like really weirdly mixed ones, but I had this one thing, and he's just kind of searching around for it. God, Human Guy VJ can't remember the name of it, but but does like I think pull out some rum. What is it? Rum, cacao, and a little bit of grenadine, and like mixes it together. It's a weird choice. I know it's a very strange choice. You wouldn't think to like have it first, but if you mix it correctly, and like it's very much being very careful about how much of everything goes in there, it comes together really nicely. But I wouldn't suggest drinking a lot of it. It's put me on my ass before. So
Risk of the dice. Do you do this often?
Every time I go there, I try to bring a new friend or somebody there. So yes, to try new things, see if I like it, and also because I want them to experience it. So it's like it's a geek easy. It's got like all these old arcade games and board games and whatnot. So we'll go and play and stuff, and then do one of those drinks.
I like that system. I'll have to implement it in my shop. I like that.
It's very fun.
Lorelai would have wandered over to the bar in this direction, this moment, just like, just smirking at all of them. I think you all flirt with Risk enough already to let a near stranger pour your drinks for you, but hey, you do you. Yeah, neither am I. Neither, not even looking. I'm just like
I don't
talking
know.
in that direction. But yes.
I just want all of us to be friends. That's all I care about. So I'm cool with it.
Keep
See
your
your
friends
friends.
close,
In
your
the
enemies close.
at the edge of the room, you see a producer kind of like you'd kind of hear it, like if someone was watching the show, you kind of would hear it, but the producer's like, Dracania, people are asking what kind of shop do you run?
Oh,
My question.
I'm so glad. Well, I'll answer it as if it was your question. I run a flower shop cafe that also has space to run community enrichment programs. We have a bunch of volunteers that run D&D games, and we just make everybody happy, and we have this great community. I have a bunch of flowers in my room if you guys want some.
Could you roll a 2d6 with a +1?
Of course I will. With a +1, that'll be an 11.
The +1, that's for heartwarming stories. All right, you have like one. You've won a point with the audience.
So that'll be a +3 modifier too. So the
Oh, is it a
+3
plus?
plus the +1. So
Oh
I've
my
got like a
gosh.
15.
All right. Yeah, the audience is loving this. Me trying to pick out a different color to tally with.
When I hear that, I just kind of go, quite interesting. Seems we have two people who like romance here.
Also, just to
Roll on
clarify,
Uh,
sorry, just to clarify, with that earlier attempt, I was trying to gaslight Victoria, but like, yeah, just
Oh. Okay, you were trying to gaslight Victoria into what?
or rather say that she's not that trustworthy because she's just just decided to pour drinks for everybody without even asking.
Okay, then I'm gonna make this a contested roll, because Victoria also has a feature that she could use. I would like Lorelai to roll for gaslight and Victoria to roll for command the conversation.
Yeah!
Hey, yo, let's go!
That's a crit!
Damn it. Okay. Okay. But what is the total score?
15.
Fuck. Okay. 13.
Ungaslightable.
13 on my end. It was close.
Oh, yeah, it is close, but all right. Victoria, how do you want to respond to this, to Lorelai trying to gaslight you and maybe even the audience?
I think Victoria just takes out another champagne flute and pours it for you. You're late to the party, but don't worry.
Oh, did I stutter there? And I will just kind of pointedly ignore the champagne flute and pour myself my own glass of whiskey.
Whiskey instead. Perhaps you and Trevor will get along.
I kind of like just chuckle to myself at that. Just
Yeah.
Jacane's face just goes red. You guys look gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you, darling. That
You're
is
welcome.
much appreciated. I'm sure
we all
that
have different tastes, but certainly we have one taste in common. That's why we're all here.
Oh,
I would hope so, yeah.
Are you also looking for eternal power and wealth in life? Or is that just me?
I kind of just want cuddles, but yeah, that too.
Oh.
Those things
It's incidental.
are looked for in my experience. Those that deem it worthy receive it. And I just stare daggers at you specifically.
Which you?
At who?
No,
Laurel?
at Lorelai.
Yeah.
To clarify. To clarify.
Yeah, your gaze just gets reflected off her sunglasses as she just smirks and takes a drink, sip of her drink.
When I notice that, I just go, huh, sunglasses indoors is so last year.
Well, some of us are more vintage, darling. But
I believe the word you're looking for is old.
Oh,
if you
oh,
want to be
I
ageist
don't
about
think
it,
so.
baby.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be so, I don't know, antagonistic with each other. I mean, we're going to have to work together at some parts of this, right?
I would think so.
Well, we certainly can work with people we don't get along. After all, people tend to know their enemies far better than their friends usually. A sense of
Oh.
competitiveness doesn't go wrong. I'm not saying we have to be enemies, but all I'm saying is not being enemies and being enemies doesn't really change how well we get along.
Oh, I do have to say it's cute that you all think that you reach up to being my enemies, but this is fair. I think it would be good for us to kind of attempt to work together, darlings. We've already not gotten the first date.
Right.
It was that quiet boy that got it the last time.
I mean, to be fair, he did come late, and that's always more of a "oh, I'll choose you" kind of thing. So
Is it?
Do you think?
I don't know. My experience has kind of gone like that. So
Do you think that was on purpose, like a strategic thing, or a happenstance?
I don't know.
Oh, they did have quite
Almost.
a bit of luggage. Or true, the map, they may have been lost.
Hmm. I suppose it's still too early to tell, isn't it?
Besides,
Guess
if a
they didn't get
single
the
date with
production
this,
email.
I don't think they had email to begin with.
And how did they apply for this show?
I was recruited. Perhaps they were as well.
Oh, I didn't know there was already that kind of divide between us. Okay.
I'm just being honest. I know that a lot of people do apply, but there are other ventures to get on here.
You're correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she's just gonna down her Shirley Temple and then just chew on the cherry like.
Uh, Trevor just takes a little swig, seeing that, and he's just like, seems like I was right. This will be some good fun. Besides, if a single date were to decide anything, this won't last for a week now, would it?
Very true.
I
Yeah.
think he kind of just chills by the fire after that.
Well, I suppose I have gotten off on the wrong foot with all of you, so I reckon I should do you all the service of introducing myself better. I am Lorelei Devlin. It is a pleasure, I think, to meet all of you. And I have considerable business interests around the city. That's how I got into the show myself.
What kind of business?
Well, I'd say it's more of a protection and insurance capacity, my dear.
Oh, that's cool.
Just puts the glasses up a little further.
I kind of see you say that and just go, that somewhat makes sense, given you say you're on foot, but you seemed awfully close with the production staff already.
Oh, that absolute waste of air and effort. Oh, he was not as worth the investment as I thought, darling. But I'm sure I'll get use out of him sooner or later.
somewhat more investment than others into this already, then I take it.
I have my reasons, Mr. Trevor, as
So
as
do
do
you.
you, indeed. And he will take another sip. Uh, yeah. Uh, Dracania, darling, does your floral store sell dahlias?
Yeah, we have black dahlias and we have dahlia dahlias and we have a lot. And plus we can custom order whatever you would like. So yeah, why?
I'm thinking of placing an order after we're done here, darling, but just good to know that I have connections and I can take off the glasses just a little bit and look at you and slide back.
Yeah, that's good. You're and she just goes red. And she's like, that's good to have connections.
Oh.
And then she just smirks and pats the air in the general direction of Dracania. And
When you say connections, Trevor just like for a moment, like just stares into the fire, looking a little sad, and then takes a drink.
Victoria will walk over to the fireplace to speak with Trevor. What kind of work are you in?
Well, it's a bit of a complicated thing, but essentially my family is involved in a few different areas, so to speak. And they deem it worthy that all connections are to be shared equally within the family. So right now my work is a little more sporadic, to say the least.
Business,
Moment.
politics?
Usually those go hand in hand.
Quite true, quite true.
And with that, we're gonna cut back over to Nicola and Spike.
I got so invested in this thing, I completely forgot what we were doing.
You guys are
Yeah.
drinking tea, and you offer to buy Nicola a new phone and show them music.
Sugar baddie.
Cube sugar.
Sugar baddie.
Right.
I am sipping my tea nervously. Go on.
Yeah, I've just finished transferring some music to his phone and just give it back to him. Yeah, it should have the a decent chunk of music for the next week or so. If you want more, feel free to drop by. It's like the internet is a fascinating place. That's yeah. Anyway, tell me more
Sure.
about yourself. About the vibes. Do you have family? Do you have friends? What kind of things do you like or do?
Well, yes, I certainly have family, but I have been forced to move away from them after they were not very accepting.
Of you being a vampire?
How? He just looks at you like, why that what is happening? What?
Never mind. Continue. Sorry.
Well, let's just say they did not approve of a previous relationship I had. It was
Fuck that.
quite dramatic, in fact. The breakup, I suppose, that we had. So I decided to leave my hometown, and I heard that there are other places in the world where maybe there would be more acceptance, and where people don't know me or my family, so there's less baggage, so to speak, outside of the baggage they brought with me. I had to. I'm sorry.
Fair. You know what? Relationships are hard. You see, it gets a little bit serious. I've had situations where people I have cared for and been involved with have either moved on or passed away, or because of the whole immortal shtick, and them not wanting to become a soul-sucking monster, so to say. But hey, it is what it is. There's whether this thing works out or not. I do want you to know, and this really goes for anyone. Really, like I'm trying to build a place here for myself, but also for people who don't fit in really. So if regardless of how this works out, there will be a place here for people who want to be here for a bit or longer or whatever. I know that's not in the spirit of the show, and he looks directly at the camera, but fuck that. That is what it is.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment.
One of the producers kind of prompts you, Spike, to ask Nicola about the breakup, like details.
Spike looks at the producer, frowns a little bit, and shakes his head, and just looks back at Nicola and says, if you ever want to talk about the relationship or anything else, my doors are always open. Unless, it's like 10 a.m. and I'm asleep because fuck the sunlight. It's a whole thing. But if you want to talk about it, outside of these prying eyes or other things, I've been told that I'm a good listener. So, yeah, I would be happy to talk or stuff. Yeah. You don't have to talk about it here in front of all these people, but yeah.
Nicola, do you say anything back?
I think he's talking, but I can't hear him.
Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. Yeah. I was saying that I appreciate that, but I assume the other contestants are getting quite bored by themselves, so perhaps we shouldn't keep them waiting for too long.
I mean, you have a point, but also if 5 people can't entertain themselves, then they don't really deserve to be part of my whatever the fuck this is. So fuck them, right?
All right. With that, the host kind of also, lets you know that your one-on-one date has concluded. Spike, did Nicola impress you in any way on this date?
I feel like Spike went in expecting Nicola to be a vampire as well, because of the whole, not believing in technology, the map, all of that stuff, and now he's still not sure, but he does feel like this could be something. If so, yes, I guess to answer your question, yes.
Okay, awesome. And in the downtime that you witnessed of the other players, did anyone did anyone that you saw there, did anyone there impress you?
Do I tell you or do I DM you?
You tell me.
Oh yeah, I think kind of sort of liked the vibes that Dracania was putting out. And he's still not sure if she's if it's an act or if it's actually who she is as a person, because the whole sweet innocent kind of thing, he's not sure if it's because she's that kind of person or if she's just high. So it's He's trying to figure that out, and but he does like the whole the quiet little shop and the D&D vibes and everything, because of course he does. He's basically me. So
All right. Other than Darkania, anyone else?
The story about trying new things and going to a different person to the bar every time that Junius was talking about, that was kind of interesting.
Okay.
Especially since Spike doesn't get to go out much, so not because like he obviously he can go out, but he doesn't choose. He chooses not to go out because of the whole awkward thing. So this was like a cool thing. Maybe they could go to a bar for a date. Maybe he doesn't know how it'll work with cameras, but it could be a thing.
It could be. All right, and I think with that we'll cut to our ad break and our break. We will. It's 10 minutes of a break. Is that okay with everyone? All right. We'll see. We'll be back in 10 minutes to see how the contestants will fare in their first challenge. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good break, nice productive break. In this time, I'm sure we had our sponsorship ads from. I'm not sure. I'm blanking on like sponsorships that
probably one of the many businesses that Lorelai owns.
Count Chocula.
Oh yes, Count
Shirley's
Chocula. Shirley's Temple. Count Chocula is definitely up there. You know
And
those
Hosier's Too Sweet.
Hosier's new album for sure. All right. After Nicola comes back from his one-on-one date with Spike, the contestants are kind of led into one of the other rooms in the mansion, and they kind of they're like, oh, just wait in here. The challenge will start in a bit. And so all of you are standing in this room. You don't see any production crew in the room, or you don't really notice any cameras. And there's a speaker that is there, and it and you hear the little crackle of it turning on, and it's just like checking. Welcome, contestants, to your first challenge. And the entire room rumbles as the floor slowly starts to descend.
Lorelai's hand immediately goes to her jacket, but then pauses.
I guess this is where the death comes in, isn't it? And as the floor rumbles, Victoria just dives down into a split.
What?
Yeah.
Victoria, I'm too young to die.
I'm looking straight at the camera like it's The Office.
I was gonna be doing the same thing, just like with my arms crossed, just grumbling like.
Also, do we have cutaways like other reality TV?
Oh, talking heads.
Confessionals.
Yeah, like confessionals.
You know what?
Oh, you
Sure.
want them?
Now they're there.
Okay, so Jacadia's gonna cut away into a confessional.
Rumbling floors. Splits. Alcohol. This was not in the email.
And then it's gonna end.
That was almost a haiku.
I think it's the floor's lowering. Junior's is just very much like, I don't remember signing a clause that it'd be okay if we died here, so maybe we'll be fine. Can you sign that?
Oh my goodness. All right.
Unfazed face is like, yeah, this is fine.
This tracks for Trevor, apparently. And the floor slowly moves down, and as it does, like first, like the room above, kind of like it ends at a certain point, and then there's just like a middle bit that's probably like the transition between the two floors, and then finally, you guys descend into a dimly lit room, right? And there's all sorts of things in this room. There's like faucets, like a chest of drawers, there's quite a few like pictures lined up on the wall. There's a bed in one of the corners, and yeah, and what seemed on the other side, like behind you, essentially, looks like a very ornate looking chair with like velvet, cushions and nice little details on like the armrests and like at the top. In the center of the room is a table, and off to one side. Sorry. All right, off to one side, there's another fireplace, but there's no fire in actively happening in that fireplace. But again, fireplace off to one side, table in the center of the room, um, and there seems to be a spotlight right on the table. And as the floor kind of like stops onto this new into this new room, right into this new room, the speaker kind of crackles again from all the way up there. So it's a little faint, but you can still kind of hear it. It's like, welcome contestants to your first challenge. Here we have designed for you an escape room. Work together to find a way out. And depending on what kind of skills you use and how you use them, we will be watching you. And if you do feel stuck, don't worry, we're not giving any hints, so just rely on your own smarts.
How long do we have?
You see like a little LED clock in this thing finally like light up, and it like starts with 90 minutes, and it starts counting down. Good luck and goodbye. And then another floor like slides like on top as well. So it's just dark now. Like even the light from the first floor, not there.
Go up to where the spotlight is and see what's there.
You see, Victoria has already stood up on the table in the spotlight itself. Close look, did you?
Lorelai has just been automatically saw the chair and just well, I'm glad they put seating out for somebody important, but I don't know about the rest of you. But I'm going to go take a seat. And she's going to head towards the chair and just gingerly step around to see what is the scene with the chair as well.
Looks like okay. Go ahead. I'll have everyone speak first.
Junius is just under like their breath, like I hope it's booby trapped.
Dracania just looks at him. And
when you say "oh, chair" for someone important, I just immediately, like without missing a beat, just say, "Take a nap if you need to." Just keep moving.
All right, because this is a challenge, there won't be a lot of like details in it, so I will just have everyone roll, and yeah. Please tell me your individual roles when I ask them.
Is this pertaining to a particular skill that we have, or is this just a general role?
If there's a skill that you think you can use, you can absolutely roll for that.
Unless there are animals in here, I don't think so.
Can I punch the puzzles?
Got an 8.
Who got an 8? Okay.
Could I technically use theft for this, since it's like, kind of sleuthing around looking for shit?
Mm, yes, but you'll still have to take a -1.
Fine. So that would have been
Star,
it.
what did you
Yeah.
get?
I have a question. I have a
Mhm.
special ability that once per day I can catch the vampire's eye during the challenge and do an extra roll. Can I do that?
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, great. So while the challenge is happening, Victoria just sort of like almost goes off on her own and starts doing the like trying to solve this room
I'll
by
I'll I'll
themselves.
give you your moment. I know exactly where it would fit, and I got
Okay.
you.
Okay, and then that's an 11 plus 2, so 13.
All right. Okay. Junius?
I also have a question. Well, a couple questions. One, it's 2d6, right? I'm rolling
Yes.
that. I thought so. My other question, uh, would we consider this team building exercises?
I would think so.
Sure.
Awesome. One last question. I also have a special ability which allows me to ask a local for help with the challenge, granting me a +1 to the roll. Can I like whip out my phone and be like, "Hey, I'm in an escape room and I'm bad at these, so help."
Love that you think we
I
have
would
surface under here.
I would say, yeah, I would say there is no signal. So unfortunately for this challenge, you cannot get the help of a local.
No worries. That is going to be a 14 in total.
Okay.
You did not need it.
Didn't, but
Yeah.
I didn't want it.
All right. Lorelai?
I don't know what skill to use here. There's nothing
Guillotine?
applicable. God damn it. But, like,
Can I gaslight the puzzle?
yeah. No, you know what? I'm gonna gatekeep the puzzle because that's what I think Lorelai would do in this situation. Like,
All right.
you're not good enough, puzzle. Just sit down. You know. So that would be a total of a 9, unfortunately.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
I got a 10 plus 2 from the theft and then a -1 from my flaw. So 11. Now, I have a question though.
All right.
11 counts as a success, right? Because that has to do with my
11.
ability.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
What about Nicola?
Oh yes, Nicola. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I would
Nicola,
like to.
what? Yeah.
I would like to use my special ability, which is called
Ooh,
info dumping,
Oh, okay.
and it means
I
that once
thought you would use something else.
once per day I can roll surprisingly useful obscure information, and on a success I gain a bonus point in the challenge, whether you succeeded or not. As in succeeded in the challenge, I believe.
Ooh, okay.
So I
Wow.
rolled a 10 total for surprisingly useful obscure information. I don't know if this is surprisingly useful in this case, but I was going to ask, is the room rectangular?
Yes.
Can I try to locate, with my roll of 10, can I try to locate the northeastern corner of the room? It's very important for my purposes.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that.
Is it safe?
Yes.
My surprisingly useful obscure information is that in Slavic lore, the northeastern corner of the house is like hallowed ground, basically. So whatever bad is happening, I'm safe there. So that's my surprisingly useful obscure information. I don't know if it's useful, but I'm going there.
Vampire's house
All
have
right.
hallowed ground.
So how much was your roll total?
10. So it's 7 plus 3.
Okay. I need to do some quick maps. Um, mm, all right. First of all, just so okay, everyone does everyone kind of succeeds. Everyone kind of pitches in. I think Dracania is the first one to kind of like figure out the first bit of the puzzle that finds like a code for a different lockbox that someone else found, puts in the code, there's a button. Um, Nicola, sorry, pushes the button, which then pops open a closet, and the closet has stuff. And it's just like, again, puzzle after puzzle after puzzle. And the very end, Victoria, uh, you managed to fit in one of the ending puzzles, and a secret like door opens. Like the where that ornate chair was, it kind of like the wall just moves into like a halfway kind of thing. So you have to go inside, and inside there's just um like a box that has just a hole, and you kind of manage to. You're the only. It seems you're the only person who's like, okay, this is my moment. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna reach in, and you find this like huge skeleton key, and you open it to the outside. And in this challenge, everyone, again, it was a success, so everyone gets points. And I think Nicola, you're the only person who gets an extra point, right?
I also do for stealing the show.
Yes.
And also, question. Now,
Mhm.
like, this is more like a flavor thing where, since I technically use like theft and like, my sleuthing and shit to kind of
Okay.
like, help solve the thing, could
Mhm.
it be possible that the theft involved kind of making myself look a little better than other people when solving it? So, like, when someone's coming up with a solution, it was like, I came and helped them figure it out.
I will say the one person that applied to is Lorelai. You were able to steal Lorelai's thunder.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
All right.
And then, so I'm just wondering, though, because like, so we've passed the thing, right? We've all succeeded.
Yeah. Everyone succeeded.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is, am I aware that Trevor has taken a point away from me as such?
Trevor didn't take a point away from you, but just Trevor looks better.
Looks better. Okay, that's fine, but I have a special ability called glass ceiling, where I am determined to break through, and if the glass cuts your competitors on the way down, so be it. So once per day, I can step on another candidate, and you and the other candidate each roll 2d6, and I gain points equal to half the difference between your rolls, rounded down to a
Oh
minimum of
shit.
1, and the other candidate loses the same number of points. So could this have been
Oh.
done when Victoria was kind of moving past the chair to open like the
Dare
door?
you?
Could I have
Oh.
just like
Yes. Go for
flipped
it. You know
my
what? Yeah,
Uh,
do your contested rolls, guys.
yeah,
2d6 for both of
I
you.
just flip my hair and I kind of it goes in her
Wait.
face and she kind of stumbles.
All right. Uh, let me know what
I
you
have
guys
something
roll.
after this roll, which is very much pertinent.
Okay, let me know what you guys roll.
11.
Oh ho ho!
Juicy tea.
Critical success with the 2 6s.
Oh shit. Okay. Trevor.
So that technically means that you're getting what, 1 point because of your thing? Because
Yes,
it's
I
Oh,
think so.
depends on how much you. Oh yeah,
it's a
technically.
Difference
difference,
between
right?
the two of us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What would
I
you
will
roll, Trevor?
use. No, so I'm not rolling for this. I want to use my special ability, Poach, where I attempt to steal credit for another candidate's success. So I want to poach Lorelai's steal and steal that point. Where, like, Lorelai, like, flips her hair towards Victoria's face to kind of, like, steal the spotlight. I kind of, like, just literally, like, walk past her and just go, like, Much appreciated. And I take the key instead. And
Wait, what? No, this has nothing to do with Victoria. This is just between Lorelai and Trevor.
no, this was when Lorelai was trying to like steal Victoria's thunder, right? When the
No,
showstopper thing happened.
what? No,
That's
I
what
thought
they
it was
wrote.
Lorelai. Is it not for stepping on Trevor?
No.
No,
I
it
was
was stepping on me.
I was stepping on
Yeah.
Victoria.
So
Oh,
when that's
okay.
happening, I then go and poach from Lorelai, doing this, and be like,
All right.
thanks for the assistance. And I do it instead. And that means that Lorelai would lose a point and I would gain 4.
Oh shit.
I
Okay.
don't lose another one though, right? It's the same one.
No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
just the
it's
it's the same.
I'm doing to you what Lorelai was doing. I'm doing to Lorelai what Lorelai was doing to you. I was sitting on this
Ah,
ability for something
speechless.
like this.
I'm at a net balance. I've screwed over Victoria. I'm happy for now. And I just kind
Okay.
of look to Trevor and I take off my sunglasses and I just go,
Also, you do
well,
have eyes.
oh, I do, and they see and they do not forget. And well, forgiveness is another matter entirely, isn't it? And I take the
Remember,
glasses
since
off.
there is nothing to forgive.
That's a valid question. What color are Lorelai's eyes?
Jade, striking jade green.
Whoa.
Mine are like deep set red.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Amazing. So again, Spike, you have watched all of this go down in the span of 90 minutes. You can reward bonus points. You have 3 bonus points to award. You can do like 1, 2, 3, like 1 for 3 players, or you can do 2 to 1 player, or give all 3 to 1 player. You DM me, letting me know who you give these points to. After everything that you've witnessed, after people have solved puzzles, after people have stepped on other people, after people have poached other people's success.
I poached a theft. I pulled a Robin Hood at best.
Can we have a round of
I solved the room, and other people are stealing credit for my success.
can we have a round of confessionals after this?
Yes, absolutely.
Judy's just go ahead.
Yeah. So let me know who you award these points to.
I just got to point out here that your favorite little sports guy was all about working as a team.
Yeah,
just
like
vibing, just working together.
Miss Sweetheart, sports guy. We were a team. We were.
To be fair, Trevor helped
We
solve.
started it all without us. You wouldn't have had anything.
Trevor helped. He didn't poach from any of the people solving shit. Lorelai went to fuck over one of the other contestants.
that's
I'm like,
fine.
fuck you too.
I'm just saying, we're the only two just vibing and like, you know what?
Sure.
We are breathless right now.
Hey, I'm sure that the task was finished, and then is when I began to act. Till then,
Steve?
y'all were succeeding
Hello?
because of my moral support.
Steve?
Oh shit, I messaged Victor instead. Oh shit, never mind, fuck. Ignore that. Ignore that. Do not. Fuck.
Well, we already know that Victor's winning.
Favoritism.
No, I had DMs from Victor open because
of course, we have this relationship at this point going.
And I wasn't
it's
looking.
basically over.
That's my bad.
We see how it is.
Screwing over my chances. That's what you're doing.
I was typing and I didn't see where it went. That's my bad.
Okay, wow. Adorable. Okay, amazing. Let's cut to confessionals. Let's start with Victoria. We're starting with Victoria.
I don't
'Cause the
fucking
poor
understand
girlie.
how two people barely did fuck all in that challenge, but somehow, we're all working together. I found the key. It was me, but then no, Lorelai stole it from me. And then Trevor, someone who I thought was going to be a friend of mine, someone who, I don't know, we maybe had a spark over by the fireplace, but no, then he steals it from Lorelai, doesn't hand it back to me, but takes the credit for himself. That's it.
Yes, snaps. I think then we'll go over to Lorelai.
I'm not going to deny I am a little angry. Though I suppose it's good to be noticed that that Victoria girl is rather flexible. That could be useful later. And as far as that tall dark hunk of chocolate goes, he seems useful as well. So let's see. Close.
Nice.
Walks off with that Jessica Rabbit sway.
There's no walking off. This is a confessional. You're sat, baby girl.
Then somehow the camera pans down to the hips.
I'm just
One
imagining
cameraman got fired.
I just imagine like a swaying effect, like that
Just
one.
like sitting like this at all times.
All right, let's do a confessional from let's have Nicola go up.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I think Victor said that he needed a few minutes. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's
Oh,
fine.
all right, that's totally
no,
fine.
I
Then.
think Victor said.
Oh.
I thought I heard it too.
We'll just we'll do
Okay.
we'll do Junius's confessional then.
Okay, so here's who's just kind of like sits down. I'm glad that we got out of there. I'm pretty surprised about how well I did. I usually am not the best at those. I've been to a couple and it's been funny getting out, but I don't know how we're gonna survive a week of this if already two people are doing kind of backstabbing shenanigans. I don't know. I get it has its place, but you know, we're also a team a little bit, and stuff like this makes it harder to. We're just gonna have to see, I guess.
And then from there we cut to Dracania's confessional.
You know, at first I was really sad that we weren't sharing rooms. Now I understand why. This is gonna be so hard to make friends. And then it'll be done.
Oh no! My poor heart. The audience's poor hearts.
Do I get a +3 modifier for heartwarming stories?
Not exactly, no. But we're gonna move on to Nicola's confessional now.
And my confessional is a hard cut to Nicola just fidgeting with his new USB cable. He's still trying to figure out how that thing works. He's kind of looking around like, I wonder if it's. Anyway, that's my whole confessional. I don't say anything.
I would like to imagine it just like everyone's confessional cuts to it. It cuts like it's just like, Trevor's confessional, Nicola. Dracania's confessional, Nicola. Victoria's confessional, Nicola. It's just him twiddling with the cable.
That'd be so funny.
Trevor, why don't we go to yours next?
Yeah, Trevor kind of just like sits down, like looking around like the room for a second. He's just like, Don't call of some people sitting around for the entire escape room, ordering people around, and they go rudely brush their hair in someone's face. That's honestly quite annoying. But at least we were able to solve it. Wouldn't have been nice if someone who did nothing the entire time would just come and take away the final prize. At the very least, I couldn't let, Victoria and I had a bit of a talk before we got started to begin with, and at the very least, I don't mean her any harm. So I'm glad that I was able to help her out there.
We're gonna cut to Spike's confessional now. And Spike, you're gonna they're gonna seat you down, and the first question straight out of the gate is, so, what were your feelings about how the escape room progressed?
Okay, shit, I didn't know I get one of these. Alright, so, here's the thing. Sorry, the question was the escape room or the escape room confessional? What was the question?
The question was what did you think of whatever progressed in the escape room?
Okay. I do like the fact that Rakini and Junius were kind of working together, because, it's important to maintain that level of, I don't know, I feel like some sort of friendship, camaraderie, whatever. But I think underhanded tactics are not the way to win my heart. If people are trying to just rack up points, that's not how this works. I'm an actual person. I might not be living, but I do have a brain, and I do think, and I do have thoughts spelled both ways. And but it's I don't know. This all seems like I know it's supposed to be a game show, but this feels like I feel like I'm gonna have to up my fee by 10 times. This isn't as fun as I thought it would be.
Well, you heard that, folks. Do better.
Get good.
Get good. Do better. And now, let's get back to the contestants for our second challenge of the day. And the show kind of goes to an ad break while you all are kind of it's a little hot outside. Y'all are ushered outside. It's the afternoonish, so peak sun, but Spike is protected in their nice little darked out gazebo, so the sun doesn't hit them. Right. The cameras start rolling again, and the host, has all of you line up. You're just all standing next to each other. Welcome back, folks, to our first solo challenge. You all saw how the group challenge went and what shenanigans were brought upon the contestants. And for our first solo challenge, can we bring out the t-shirts? And you all see it's essentially a ball of a crumpled up white thing, and they're all assistant comes in and each hands you a crumpled up ball. It's very cold to the touch, and kind of wet.
What a transition.
The host is well, welcome, folks, to your first frozen wet t-shirt competition. The person to successfully unwrinkle and put on this shirt will win this challenge.
See, hearing that, Trevor just takes his jacket off.
All right.
Similarly, there's a very strategic taking off of Lorelai's jacket as well.
Of course
and
there is.
hair flip, and like she puts the glasses up on like her forehead, and just kind of does a smirk as yeah, she one hand goes behind her back and just like springs out, like, and there's just like a very elaborate display of one of those butterfly knives that just goes and just like
Oh,
comes back into the blade kind of shape.
okay. Um, the host kind of counts everyone down. It's like, okay, 3, 2, 1, and y'all are all trying to attempt to wear this. Get unwrinkle the t-shirt and wear it.
Uh, like again, flavor wise, you just see the second Trevor begins to like unwrinkle and like just squeeze into like the shirt. Like he puts a lot of pressure around his hands on it, and like the ends of his sleeves begin to like tear a little at that, and you just see
Ooh.
like raw muscle under that, like well toned muscle, and he just gets to fucking work. He knows how to get his hands dirty.
All right. Anyone else want to add flavor to how they're doing this before we start rolling?
Uh,
I have a question first.
Mhm.
So I've got the home economics thing that technically
Mhm.
applies to laundry.
Okay,
Oh.
I'll
Same.
allow it.
I was even
Yes,
brawling.
let's go.
I'll allow home economic laundry that connects.
Yes.
You allow
BJ, you were
brawling
saying
for the
something.
brawn.
You're not fighting, shirt.
No, but it's raw strength, right?
Okay, Gaston.
Yes, I'm about to ask the same thing, right? I got physical prowess with mine, but specifically, Junius is like taking off his own. He's taking off his own teal shirt. It's like, okay, if we gotta get this on quickly, I'm just gonna strip down. Very, like I said, like a thick, solid guy is a prop for like rugby and stuff. So just like has like looks like a little soft, but but also looks like okay, can get like. God, I can't think of a better word except for hard, but that feels so like we're just gonna stick with
good.
that. And it's just like grabbing this thing and just like kind of trying to string it through his hands because he doesn't have anything else.
Is there a pool? We're outside. Right?
You're outside. There's no pool, but there's a beach. It's not close.
No,
But
I won't go to the beach for this. I was hoping to like dive bomb into a pool, but instead I'll just use my body heat as well and try and like cuddle it as best I can.
All right.
Sorry, go ahead. Please, somebody else go ahead. I have a
If there's a beach,
I
can we like go to it as part of the challenge? Because I think he would try and get a rock instead if there's rocks around if we're outside.
This is also true.
There's no rocks in this garden, or like there's like gravel and pebbles, but not like a big rock or anything.
What about a brick? A loose brick.
You could probably find that.
He's gonna get a brick.
Okay, you get your brick.
Okay. What Lorelai is going to do is she's going to have the jacket off, right? It's just draped over the nearest chair, very artfully, and just propped over. And then she's going to bend down, and then with a flurry of motion, the knife just goes like on the floor. And you have like, Lorelai Devlin was here, and using that friction to kind of heat up the blade of the knife, and then just kind of toss the t-shirt up and then just kind of knife it straight in the middle, let the heat work out, and then she's going to, again, with just a flurry of motion, edit the t-shirt's final appearance in a shredded way, and then just pops open, and then she just slides inside.
Well, we'll see how that works out for you.
Okay.
I'll need everyone to roll a 2d6.
Wait. I have a better version. I'm actually going to, after that, like when it's finished, I'm going to go over to Junius, and I'm just going to press the the t-shirt against his rock hard abs, and just like iron it down with the knife a little bit, just looking up at Junius with a smirk, and then just take it off and put
We
it on.
love washboard abs.
What is
My
happening?
word, you can try meat on these.
I need to make it very clear that if he doesn't flex, he doesn't have the abs. But he does have them when he's like flexing. I need to make it clear. He's a soft guy until.
All right. Okay, I'll need everyone to roll 2d6.
Am I adding the brawl?
I what fine.
Can I add physical prowess?
I mean, here's the thing. You would have gotten a +1 anyway without using anything.
Would I have?
Yeah, Trevor, Nicola, and Junius would all take a +1, regardless of
Saying is I +3.
using a thing.
Typical male privilege, and I'm just going to use my guillotine skills as I brought in the knife, and I'm going to add a +2 to mine.
All right. Sorry, what? Say again?
I'm going to, because I threw in the knife to do some strategic editing of the t-shirt in question, I'm going to add my guillotine into it.
Your guillotine is a people like a
skill.
people skill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Victoria, what did you roll?
10.
10. Drakenia?
I crit, so I got a 14.
Amazing. Junius?
13.
13. Amazing.
High rolls.
Trevor?
14.
God damn.
At this point, Trevor is
Nicola?
also down his shirt. He's in a tank top next to the poolside, just going to town.
Nicola?
I got an 8, but I will also like to mention that I don't know if it's mandatory for this challenge to remove other layers before the t-shirt in question. But if it isn't,
big.
he just
It's
removed
big,
his
it'll
like
fit
vest.
over
He has
something.
like a shirt and a vest, right? He just took off the vest, and because
All
growing
right.
up in cold mountainous climates, he knows not to like wear one layer at a time, I guess.
All right. And Lorelai, what'd you get?
I got a 10 as well.
All right. Everyone manages to, wear their shirt. Lorelai's obviously is shredded and cropped. Strategically cropped.
Mine is tight.
I think, yeah. Victoria and Nicola, you also both managed to, get the shirt on. But the people who come out on top, both Drakenia and Trevor, you guys both finished pretty much at the same time. And right behind them is Junius. But yeah, so everyone will get points based on how well they did. I'm gonna go into confessionals while I note these points down. Starting with Lorelai this time.
I'm not gonna lie, those abs were quite convincing.
You're a little low.
I'm not gonna lie, those abs were quite convincing. And that brown head seems to have gotten into his head that only big is better, but sometimes it's just the ocean of the motion of the ocean, sorry, that counts. And she's going to flip her hair again, and yeah. Though I'm not going to lie, Dracania's excellent work points to some skills in that regard. I wonder what else she's skilled at.
Ooh. I'm also going to remind Steve that once again, you have 3 bonus points that you can dole out. DM me with the points. Do not DM anyone else with the points.
Or you could DM me all the points you've given to everybody else because I'm no
Yeah,
good.
you can just hit us with the
You
tally.
can
it's fine.
trust me.
Trust in me.
All right,
So
we're gonna cut
cartoon.
over to Victoria.
Well, I didn't really do as well in that as I hoped I would, but honestly, Trevor was just so distracting. Did you see how he looked in that shirt?
It's gonna immediately cut to Trevor.
Trevor is still wearing the shirt from the contest because, like, right after he just forgot to take it off at that point. He just has it on right now. He has like his jacket over his shoulder for now, and he just like sits down. I would think they have our sizes. This is really tight. And like he's kind of like just like fiddling with the collar, and he's just like, although fun little game, I suppose. I don't really know what that Lorelei was up to, bringing the knife to a shirt fight and everything, but I must say, this is now 2 for 2. That Victoria has found a piece of the puzzle that we haven't seen. She's the one who found the beach. Makes for a bit of a better shot, doesn't it? And he kind of like just smiles at the camera.
It's then gonna cut over to Dracania. And the question you hear the question is like, how does it feel to place on top?
You know, I do so much laundry that I didn't think it was a challenge at all. But seeing everybody, they're all so pretty. I just feel so lucky to be in the presence of all of them. And I just hope we can be friends. They have a lot of attitude, but I can work with it. I'm the oldest of 9. I can work with anything. And she'll be done.
All right. Junius.
I think it's just kind of like looking down, like just. I can't say I was expecting someone to use a knife on my abs. It was, or to look at me like that while using a knife on my abs.
What was the adjective you said again?
Hard. And it's very much blushing, but I really did like that kind of challenge. Like we're going against each other, but not in a way where we even have to consider trying to sabotage each other. Also, I like everybody looked really nice in their stuff, in their shirts. So that was a lot of fun. Maybe if we have more challenges like this,
Our viewership suspiciously spiked.
I wonder why.
And it's gonna land on confessional goes over to Nicola.
So he is also still in his shirt, and he looks and he's like, "Can I take this off now? It feels very unpleasant. I hate this texture. I don't know what fabrics they have in this country, but I feel very horrible in this. This is very plastic. I hate this. Can I take it off now?" He looks off camera.
And like without even an answer, it cuts to Spike.
The most wholesome competitor.
Spike, what did you think of this?
I don't know. I feel like Lorelai's shirt has more holes
from
than
them.
This was interesting. I don't know. I mean, I get that the point was to see how good they look in a wet t-shirt, but I have thoughts. A lot of thoughts that I don't think are fit for camera. They all looked really fucking hot. Let's start with that. Is there a way that we settle this with multiple partners instead of just vying for one? Like, is that a thing? Because
Talk to the producers about it, but from what you've seen, clearly you've seen a lot. Who would you like to take on a one-on-one date?
I think based on last night and today, Drakenia seems like a good option. I want to see if the vibes are vibing or if it's just an act. I don't think it's an act. It's just there's a very cynical part of the brain that is like, so when people are too nice, it kind of feels as weird because I'm not used to it. So, yeah, I think
All
that's
right. All of you are again like you get to take your shirts off and you kind of go in. You get ready. You take a break essentially from filming and like everything else. You guys are just up in your rooms. You're able to like take showers, get ready. Drakenya, you're gonna go on a date. You've been told this, so you do with that information what you will.
Could I just
Everyone else.
Could I just add one thing there? Sorry. When Lorelai was taking off the T-shirt, it wasn't taking off, as it was just like ripping it off and then dropping it to the ground and then sashaying away.
Yes. All right. So while Drakenia gets ready, and the others are kind of again led into the library for downtime. So Drakenia's not here, but Nicola is.
Tell us about your date.
The production team has put out like snacks, and they have like a bartender there again to make drinks. But yeah, got a nice little food spread, some nice little drinks.
Like they heeded your advice, Lorelai. They have someone to pour all the drinks for you now.
As it should be, darling. That's how we do it.
Since it's us, I think it's the perfect time for a little team building, since we're probably going to have other team games, challenges to do. Anybody want to play a game?
Oh, I wouldn't mind playing games with you.
Is clearly blushing. It's just I was thinking 2 truths and a lie, or I am also kind of a nerd, so there are some TTRPGs we could play that are quick together, but 2 truths and a lie with some drinking probably is the fun.
Yes. The production team it's like nodding. It's like, yes, go play it.
I just go if we are drinking. The game I used to play was Never Have I Ever.
That's a good one. I do believe that all of us could get a little more comfortable before we start asking Nicola here all sorts of questions that might make him a little blushy.
I am standing like on the side of the room, like not really wanting to join in, just thinking to myself, this is just like middle school.
I'd actually, if I see that, I would walk over to Nicola.
Okay.
With a glass of like whatever, like drink, like in hand, I'll just like walk over and offer one. Just being like, you're so far away from the fire. You should join us. Warm up.
Sounds extremely intimidating. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna join.
All right. Y'all sit down or stand or however comfy you guys want to get in this library, and you guys start playing Never Have I Ever. Who would like to start? I think it's only fair that Junior starts.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Side note, I will say while he as the drinks are getting poured, he's gonna specifically because mind you, the D20 thing is a real thing that I, the human guy BJ, have done before with the like dice tower and stuff. And there was a
Oh.
drink that I actually liked. He's gonna ask for, let's see, he's gonna ask for bourbon, cacao, and butterscotch in a little drink together.
That sounds so good.
So fucking good. Anyway,
That's my kind of shit.
he's gonna ask for that, and like as he's kind of getting it, okay, never have I ever. All right, he kind of looks around at the group. Never have I ever ghosted somebody.
Who drinks?
You just see Trevor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lorelai is
Victoria.
just kind of Lorelai is just kind of like twirling the drink with her finger and
Nice. All right. Who does anyone volunteer to go next?
never have I ever made anybody blush. And I just kind of take a small sip myself.
Trevor clearly has made someone blush.
While
right.
taking a sip, he looks at Victoria.
Okay. Looks down and goes so red.
Yep.
Amazing.
My question, as I said the question, and my eyes flitted between Junius and Dracania, ending on Dracania.
Dracania's not here.
Oh yeah, sorry. On Junius, yes, on Junius.
Okay, on Junius. All right.
Can you say the question one more time? I heard it and then my brain blanked.
It was never have I ever.
Never have I ever made anybody blush.
Yeah, it's gonna just.
All right, we're gonna cut to Dracania's and Spike's one-on-one dinner date. It's like a nice little, like, it's in the dining room. It's there is that very cartoonishly long dining table there, but y'all are kind of just seated at one end opposite each other.
So for this date, since she had time to get ready and everything, she is in a pink formal dress. It's like off the shoulder. It's got little flutters everywhere. She does her hair just like this because I'm creative.
Yes.
And she, since I mentioned that she has flowers that she's brought, knowing that she was going to start dating a vampire, she collected all of the vampiric named flowers and she made a bouquet for him. And so as she sits down at the table, she like tries to like catch her breath and everything. She's like, "You're really handsome, but I made this bouquet for you. Here."
Okay, so Spike is he just sits there in silence for a couple of minutes, just looking at the flowers, looking up at her, and he just grabs them and puts them in a vase right next to the table. I've never been. I don't think I've ever received flowers before. This is really nice. Thank you. You can see he's flustered and he rubs the back of his neck awkwardly.
I figured you hadn't, and I wanted to give you that opportunity because everyone deserves flowers, especially if they're as cute as you.
Thanks. Yeah, no, it's just never happened when I was living, and after I turned, it's been a thing. But these are really nice. I thank you. I didn't get you anything. I feel bad now. What can I get you?
Don't feel bad at all.
What do you like? You like flowers? What else do you
Your
like?
company is enough.
So, um, okay, okay. I didn't really know what you like to eat, so we got basically bits of everything. There's like chicken and vegetarian food and vegan stuff, and I know I don't really know if a vegan would want to become a vampire though, like because but technically
Yeah, that'd be
it
kind
is.
of backwards.
Yeah. Um. I. But anyway, all the food is here, regardless of what you'd like to eat. And yeah, tell me about your flower shop and the TTRPG games and stuff. I'm really interested in all of that.
Okay. And so she'll grab like some chicken and some veggies, and as she does, well, it's named Acacia. It's after a tree. The reason I named it Acacia is that tree symbolizes protection and purity and immorality. In ancient Egypt, it provided protection in the afterlife, and the wood was made to construct all of these coffins. And its sap was used for embalming. And while all of that happened, it was associated with the goddess Isis as the protector of women and children. And as I was studying to get my BA, that really just spoke to me. I want to protect people, and having that name just felt right. I wanted it to be cozy, and so I added the coffee element because not everybody likes flowers. And I've reached out to the community, and we collaborate, and we have all of these events just to make everyone feel safe and included. And that's just a little bit about my business.
You can see Spike is smiling during this entire thing, and he leans forward. That is amazing. I've always wanted to do stuff like that, help people and protect, but like because of all of this, and he points to his teeth, and he just leans in. He knows the mics will catch this, but fuck it. There's a reason why I stay away from people and stuff, because it's hard to control the urges sometimes, but then it's one of the major reasons why I prefer, or like not prefer, but like I think it's been a decade, probably longer, that I only consume animal blood when I need to, because it just feels, or blood that's been donated that I can purchase and pay for instead of attacking and hurting people, because I feel like when I was turned, I didn't really have a choice. And of course, there have been instances where I have partaken from the source directly, but it's been with consent, and when it's involved more than just blood drinking stuff. Um, but yeah, it's like I feel like even if this doesn't go forward or whatever, if whatever happens at the end of it, I would love to be involved in your shop somehow. Maybe you could do some night events where I could drop by for a bit and be part of some of the games. Or if you need an investor or whatever, I'm more than happy to help out. It's these all of this shit, and he just points around everywhere. It's not mine. It's I had companions who died, and they left me with all of this money, and money is just there. You don't do fuck all with it. It's just in accounts growing with whatever. I'd rather put it to use somewhere where it's actually doing something good for the community or people than just hoarding wealth, because fuck that noise. Yeah. Anyway,
I would absolutely love that. And even
The,
if this doesn't go into like a companionship, I would love to be friends with you.
I think with that, we're gonna have to end this episode. Tune
Holy
in
shit.
next week for the rest of the date and the rest of Never Have I Ever,
Holy shit.
because we need the tea on that.
Hey.
Uh,
It's been
Awesome.
oh, I do hope everyone had a good time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
Definitely. Super fun.
Mhm. Though
Oh,
I feel slightly unfair because this game is aimed against assholes, and I'm like, fuck, damn it.
you can be an asshole, but you have to roll high so no one notices the assholery.
See, this is
Just
the
have to
thing.
be
The
subtle.
dice dislike me. All right,
Yeah.
like
Your
freaking.
first roll fucked you.
Yep, yep,
Skill
yep,
issue.
yep, yep.
Skill issue.
I'm gonna quickly end stream, but the room will stay open if people want to decompress and stuff. So that
Sure.
just if like stream stuff. Thank you
Shall
everyone
we?
for doing this. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll have everyone say their goodbyes and plug anything they want to plug.
Oh, yeah, I think let's
Is
do
that
that.
okay?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah?
Because
All right.
I think I forgot to do it last time. We only did it for the first
That's
and last
okay.
session, so let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with VJ.
Hey everybody, my name's VJ Harris. I'm VJH Creations everywhere on the internet, unless I'm VJH_Creations everywhere on the internet. And I don't have anything specific to plug, but like you can buy my games and hire me for running stuff.
That's amazing. People should. Victor.
Hello, I am
Victor
as
here.
always late to the voice activation thing. I am not very good with technology, just like my character. That said, I am writing a D&D 5e campaign, and you can follow my chaotic journey on my Twitter account, which I guess I can link in chat.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's perfect.
Yeah, no, it's already linked.
Adi.
Hey,
All right.
so hi, I'm Adi. I'm Noonlight Creations on Instagram and Audiobooks on YouTube because hey, my name's Adi and I read audiobooks. But yeah, I haven't updated any of my socials in a while, but like I have a couple of things that I'm working on, and drop in if you want to take a look.
Alrighty. Shar.
Hey everyone, this was such a blast. I am at Charlene Bear on all social media. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I DM over on Tabletop Titties, spelled with double D's, where we play D&D 5th edition and a Vampire the Masquerade campaign. So if you like vampires, our Thursday night ones are the Vamp Show. So make sure you check that out. Otherwise, I have a podcast called Drinking and Screaming, where every week we watch a different horror movie and analyze it through a queer and feminist lens, making a cocktail to match. So check that out wherever podcasts are found. That's it for me.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm really interested in the screaming and the horror movies. Love that. All right. Mickey.
Hi, I've had so much fun. I am Mickey Dragon on YouTube and Twitch. I mostly go for YouTube though. And on Twitter, I'm Michaeli Ringle. Yeah, I'm not gonna spell that for you. Good luck. But yeah, I can't wait to see you next week.
All right, moving on to Tan Fighter.
Hello. Again, has been a great time, and I am Danfighter on Discord, Danfighter117 on Instagram and Twitter. I like to do voices. Sometimes people like them, sometimes they don't. And I do DDRPGs, action play stuff. Just finished up a campaign last week on Pantsless tables, and we'll probably be doing more in all sorts of places, including this one. So check that out.
Amazing. Hello everyone, I'm HNP. I am an actual play performer. You can catch me streaming on as a player on the Misadventures League channel on Twitch on Tuesday evenings or nights. But I'm so glad that Steve reached out to me and I could DM for everyone. It's my first time DMing me on stream, so huge thank you to Steve.
We love a vampire.
Yeah.
We do.
I think by the end of this, I'm going to get used to being the center of attention, so that's a win. Thank you all for doing this. This is great. I had so much fun, and it's I didn't know what to expect going into it, and completely changed plans on how I was going to play this character. But I'm having a lot of fun, and I think that's what's important. We'll be back next week, same time, to do session 2 and more beyond. Yeah, everyone's fantastic. There's links to everyone in chat. Go check them out. They are all pretty cool. And yeah, but yeah, we're gonna end stream here. Yeah, okay. I will stop rambling. That is all for this week. Bye.
Bye. See y'all next week.